Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is still a glitchy mess, but in the next week or so, this might all change. With the next update, it seems like Gamefreak is finally fixing their games, but how much will they actually fix them? First up, we have a couple new additions, mainly with boxes. It seems like there's going to be a lot more quality of life stuff. Basically, if you want to move a Pokemon from box 20 to box 1, it's a lot easier. Just in general, box organization is a lot better. That's about it for new stuff. I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't mention anything about the slowness of the menus, because when navigating between boxes it can be quite clunky sometimes. Now, let's talk about bug fixes. I think the worst thing when it comes to Terra Raid battles is when you're about to click a move to attack. Oh, now you can't. I'm a bit confused because I just thought this was the game being the game, but apparently it's a bug. Next up, they mention communication errors. Have you ever tried doing a trade before? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is loaded with communication errors, even if you're in a union circle with friends, even if you have a great Wi-Fi connection. I still don't get it why they removed the PSS from Pokemon X and Y, which was a lot better and surprisingly still works to this day. Also, you don't even have to pay for it. Now, others I'd say is the most important section. First, it looks like they're gonna fix all the crashes with the game. Hopefully it will be a lot more stable. However, it looks like they're going to be turning down the amount of Pokemon and people. So this looks to be a good thing, but the map of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is already fairly empty. This is most noticeable when you're moving around really quickly, and the Pokemon are struggling to load in. To fix this, I'm hoping they'll lower the density of the Pokemon by spreading everything out a little bit more. While this won't fix the issue of Pokemon popping in really badly, the game would definitely run a lot smoother. Now, the other way they could do this is by lowering the draw distance, so the game would resemble Sword and Shield's wild areas where you had to be really close to a Pokemon in order for it to show up. This won't be a huge problem in grassy plains, but in huge towns, they're gonna be a lot more dead. Next, it looks like they're fixing the developer Pokeballs that were present everywhere throughout the game. You'd find these Pokeballs basically on the floor in sub-areas, such as buildings or Terra Raids. Now, in big cities, when we would have important battles taking place, we could sometimes see NPCs walking through the battle. And battles like this were always a mess because the NPCs were very glitchy. So overall, some pretty decent fixes. I don't think the game is going to necessarily run better, but it might be more consistent. I bet we'll still be seeing laggy windmills and void glitches, but it looks like they are planning more stuff in the future, so overall a step in the right direction. Thanks for listening.